2. 6. Talk to them. 2. All right. Thanks a million.
Go on. Up in the Piarsigh.
Good job.
Up in the Piarsigh.
Thank you.
See, yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, she was a kid in the garden. I think the car was so used to it.
What's it today?
Come on, Senans. Come on, Senans. That's the job now. That's the job.
Good job.
Right, move. Okay. All lads. Yeah. Who's Neve? Who?
No, take the photo. Come on.
No, take the photo.
Photoshop him in. No, Mugsy. Bit late there, Mugs.
Take it on in.
Jesus, Dave, my neck.
Come on, boys.
I've shot my card and I said,
Everything's set here on the skate now for what promises to be an intriguing county intermediate football final between St Senans and the Piarsigh. St Senans lines out as follows: in goals, Richard Hayes. The full back line, Andrew Lane, Owen Sheehy and Dale Fitzgerald. The half back line of Ger Hanlon, Evan Fitzgerald and Niall Guiney. Centre of the field, Maurice Fitzgerald, the captain, and Ian Ryan. The half forward line, Francis O'Riordan, Darren Kavanagh and Raymond Flaherty. And the full forward line, James Nocton, Conor Milan and John Hanlon. The Piarsigh team in goals, Peter Collins. The full back line, Ronan Sweeney, Levi Ryan and John Sheehy. The half back line, Daniel Lyons, Cormac Roach and Kieran Foley. Centre the field, Stephen Buck and Michael Kane. Half forward line, Paddy Smith, Jamie O'Connor, Thomas Sexton. Conor Hoban, Jonathan Lyons and Per O'Connor. Referee for today's game is Johnny Scully. Both players lining up out there now before the ball is thrown in. Scully checking the time in his watch. That ball is in and the game is on. From the break, the ball, the man that has it is Ian Ryan. Ian looking back, sending it back there to the centre back, Evan Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald pumping it out here. Great pass on there to Niall Guiney. Guiney looking up for options. Turns around and flicks it back and finds his half back there, Ger Hanlon. Ger Hanlon kicking it out there to the centre forward, Darren Kavanagh. Kavanagh pumping it down the right hand side here. Fisted out there over the line, off the hands there of the Piarsigh's half forward. Owen Hogan gone out of the line for a sideline kick, quick sideline ball. And the Piarsaigh setting up an attack here and bringing it out the field there is Kevin Hogan. Hogan, good long fisted pass, doesn't make the intended player, picked up there by Ian Ryan. Ian slipping, but there's a nice pass in here for Francis O'Riordan. O'Riordan in turn, laying it back there for Maurice Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald again, and for Francis O'Riordan. A pile driver, first score of the game off his left foot there. Ball high and over the bar. Some great work there from St. Senans, finding men there with close passes. And Francis O'Riordan running on there and chipping it over the bar for the first score of the game. Brendan Donnelly, ball placed in the last parallelogram for the kick out. Kicking it, but not a great one, into the hands there of Johnny Hanlon. Hanlon, ball hopping there in front of the goals and hopping over the bar. Very poor kick out, and the Piarsaigh looking to get away with just a point there because it could have well have been gone into the back of the net. Stephen Donnelly again. This is a much better kick out around the middle of the field, up there, rise for it. Maurice Fitzgerald breaking it down there. Darren Kavanagh pumping it out here. Number 13 there, James Nocton. Nocton turning, twisting, having a look. Toward the hand, but the referee penalising there for taking too much out of that ball. And we have a free out there from the Piarsaigh. Peter Hodnett. Don't know who to give it to. Looking up, nobody running for it. Eventually turns and kicks it down, finds number 8, Owen Cahill. Cahill soaring down the field here. No one picking him up. St. Senans running in with him. He kicks this ball out to the far over side of the field there, chased out there by number 13, Evan Egan. Evan, number 9 there, is calling for that ball, but Evan Egan don't see anybody. Flicks it in there to the full forward, Noel Shannon. Shannon turns and kicks that one right footed, but has kicked it to the right of the post and kicked it wide. And the score remains St. Senans 2 points. The Piarsaigh no score. 3 minutes of play gone here. Quick kick out, finding their captain there, Maurice Fitzgerald. He sends it out to the far over side of the field there. Andrew Lane. Lane kicking it on here to the hands there of Niall Guiney. Guiney toward the hand, then turns and flicks a ball back here for Ian Ryan. Sells a dummy. Then turns and chips a nice ball out here to the far over side of the field. Back for Guiney. Guiney sitting in Conor Milan. Conor turns off his left leg. That's a great score there from Conor Milan. It's St. Senans really on top here in the opening 5 minutes of this game. Brendan Donnelly waiting for the whistle there from the referee for the kick out. Kick it to the far over side of the field, but Ian Ryan is penalised there for a push in the back on one of the Piarsaigh players. And we have a free in from the Piarsigh. Kevin Nolan, their captain, to kick it. Kicks it there, but the referee is not happy with it where the ball is placed, and we'll have to be taken again. Kicking this ball on here, but well cut there by Ian Ryan. Ian soloing his way down the middle of the field. Dragged, pulled down, and we'll have a free in there for St. Senans. Ian Ryan, I presume, will kick it himself. Yes, will he up for the ground, or will he up to kick it off of the hand? Very prominent member of the Limerick senior football team, but unfortunately during the year was plagued with injuries, but thankfully fully recovered now and back to full fitness again. It's free about 30 metres out. Thompson kicks it right-footed. Still in there around the parallelogram. The Piarsigh. Alan Finnegan. Thompson kicks it left-footed down here, very near the line. Still in play, chased out there by Aaron Costello. Costello turning and pumping it out here to this side of the field. Dale Fitzgerald. Ball has gone out over the line. We have a sideline kick there for the Piarsigh. Aaron Costello. All right. Aaron Thompson pumps this one in here. Great ball out there into number 15, who Thompson kicks it to the right of the post and kicks it wide. An opportunity there for Kieran Daly to put a score on the scoreboard from the Piarsigh. Unfortunately, it went to the right of the post and gone harmlessly wide. Richard Hayes placing the ball for the kick out. 16 years of age. A son of the great Lance. Limerick minor goalkeeper this year and will be minor goalkeeper as well next year. Kick there gone very far over here, gone out over the line, and we'll have a sideline kick there for St. Senans. Dale Fitzgerald leaving the ball there for Morris Fitzgerald. They could be brothers or they could be cousins, I don't know, but so we'll be told later on what relation they are as Francis O'Riordan jumps up, big man, wins that ball. Number 10 on his back and kicks a great ball out here for Niall Guiney. Guiney with all the space in the world, toe to hand, then turns and fists a pass on here. On his right finds their centre forward Darren Kavanagh. Kavanagh sends it out here for Johnny Hanlon. Hanlon back for Conor Milan. Conor Milan bursting his way through. Thompson kicks that one off his right leg and kicks it over the bar. A very multi-talented player, of course, Conor Milan, who gave great service also to his county and has kicked the last two scores there, one off of his left and the other from his right. Donnelly with the kick out. Into the hands there of Brian Shannon. Shannon turns and kicks it on here. Well cut out there by Andy Lane. Lane on for Ian Ryan. Ian Ryan, man running outside him. Centre back there, Evan Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald pumping a great ball down here. Out they come for it. The ball breaks in, head and shoulders over him. Great pass. Number 13, soloing his way through. Oh, and gone out to the left of the post and gone wide. James Nocton, the goal was in front of him. He went to take the shot, this cut for the left-hand corner of the net, but it barely skinned the side of the post and gone out over the line and gone wide. Score remains St. Senans 4 points and the Piarsigh no score. Brendan Donnelly kicking that ball out around the middle of the field. Of course, Morris Fitzgerald, but the man that gets it there is Peter Hodnett. Busting his way down the field here. Then finds number 10, Gary Shannon. Shannon laying the ball out there for Owen Hogan. Hogan is fouled there by Niall Guiney, and we'll have a free in there from the Piarsigh. Johnny Scully, I presume, there will be a little colour of something here, will there, or will it be just a ticking? He's calling over Niall Guiney. We'll have to wait and see what colour the paper is. A black book. Owen Hogan with this free. About 40 yards out in front of the post. turns and kicks it right footed. Kicks it good and gone over the bar for the first score for the men from the Piarsaigh. 4 for Senans and 1 for the Piarsaigh. Richard Hayes bringing out the ball there, placing it on the cone, then chips a quick ball out here for Darren Kavanagh and Delane. Andrew Lane for Niall Guiney, but Niall Guiney is well and truly too slow going for that ball. Number 10 into the centre forward there, Aaron Costello flicking on there, finding number 15. Full back there, Owen Sheehy, back to his goalkeeper Richard Hayes. Out to his wing back, Ger Hanlon under pressure. Dale and out here for centre back, Evan Fitzgerald. Evan kicking it out here, great pass on there for Ger Hanlon. Hanlon in turn back for the full back, on Sheehy back to Ian Ryan flicking it out for Ger Hanlon. Still Hanlon finding Evan Fitzgerald, and Evan, great ball in there for full back all the way up there on his own Sheehy. Teaching in Ballybrown, but that pass was intercepted there by the half forward Brian Shannon sending it across there for the centre back Kevin Nolan, captain of the team. John Hanlon chasing their wing forward there, Owen Hogan laying off a pass out there, but the referee deeming that he was fouled as he was delivering it, and we have a free in from the Piarsaigh. People were saying coming in here to this game that St. Senans would be too strong, too powerful for these Piarsaigh boys, but these Piarsaigh boys are after finding a bit of a gear now and a pep in their step here in the last couple of minutes of this game. Owen Hogan kicking the ball all the way out to the field here into the centre back Kevin Nolan keeping Francis O'Riordan, heckling him there, penalising the Piarsaigh man for over carrying. And we'll have a free out for St. Senans. Andrew Lane, quick pass. And for Darren Kavanagh looking up. Pumps the ball out here. Conor Milan unable to hold on to that one. Full back there, Cian Cody. Sending the ball out there for Mark Buckley. Ball breaking out again here for Kieran, for St. Senans. Kavanagh pucking a ball on here for Nocton. 1 turn, 2 turns. Then plays the ball in here for John Hanlon. Another man that gives great service here to these clubs. St. Senans pass on here. Number 9, Ian Ryan. Left, running out to the cul-de-sac, turns back and finds the great Francis Reardon. And Reardon punts it this time and punts it over the bar. Five points for St. Senans, 1 point for the Piarsaigh. 10 minutes, 11 minutes of the game gone here in Askeaton. Great credit to Askeaton Club for the way they have their field and their facilities turned out here today for this county final. The venue, when it was questioned in the Limerick leader as to would it be up to holding a final like this? Well, the author of that article, I hope he's here today to see what they have on offer here in Askeaton. As the Piarsaigh working this ball out of their backs under pressure from 2 or 3 St. Senans players. Ball has gone out over the line. Quick sideline kick there by Conor Milan. He finds Nocton. Nocton turns and kicks it right footed and kicks it over the bar. Quick thinking there by Conor Milan, spotted the man on his own and flicked the ball 30-40 yards into his hands. And Nocton just turned, had a look at the post and kicked it straight between them. 6 points to 1. Another kick out. Niall Guiney there to get it. The centre forward there is Aaron Costello. Costello pumping in there, number 13. is Evan Egan. Evan Egan. He finds Owen Hogan. Hogan in front of goals. Turns and strikes it and kicks it into the back of the net. Game on. Six points to 1 goal and a point. Just 2 points between the sides. Great goal there from the boot of Evan Egan. Richard Tays sending a pile driver to the far over side of the field. Niall Guiney. And there for Ian Ryan. Back to Francis Reardon. Still Francis being kept out there by a big powerful man. Oh, passing there, but beautifully read and intercepted there by Keane Cody, full back on the Piarsigh team. Ball coming out here. Great ball for Evan Egan. Evan Egan. And for Daly. Kieran Daly. Still Kieran. Toe to hand. Looking up. Finds number 13 again, Evan Egan. Turns and kicks it up his left leg. What a score. A few of these Senan backs in trouble in there now. These full forward line are dangerous when that ball comes in. Just a point between the sides from the kick out. Niall Guiney. Dale Fitzgerald. Back for Guiney. And for Flaherty. Flaherty, number 12 in his back. Fists a great ball in there from number 5, Jar Hanlon. Hanlon. Looking up, finds Darren Kavanagh. Kavanagh pumping it out here for Conor Milan. Up they go for it. Beautifully held and fielded by Milan. Busting his way through there, but the referee blew the whistle and blew it back. No advantage, unfortunately, for St. Senans, but this free. And about 30 yards out from goal. Ian Ryan, I presume, will be the man to take it. And the Piarsigh full back there, Keane Cody, getting a yellow card there for that pull back. Ian Ryan about 30 yards out, straight in front of the goals. A few long stances back. Having a look, runs up it goes, kicks it right footed and kicks it over the bar. Seven points for St. Senans, 1 goal and 2 from the Piarsigh. 2 points between the sides. Quick kick out, finding their centre back there, Nevin Nolan. Kevin, sending it on there midfielder, Willie O'Donoghue. Tackle there, and laying it out here to his partner, Owen Cahill. Cahill sending it out here for Mark Buckley. Soloing his way down here. Looking up, trying to find one of those 2 forwards in there. Number 10, twisting and turning out there with it, Brian Shannon. He in turn finds number 8 there, Owen Cahill. Cahill pumping it in here, but Andrew Lane is the man that cuts it out, but the man that picks it up there is number 13, Evan Egan. Egan sending a ball across the goals here, up they go for it. No one watching the break. Falls to number 7, great save. Ormond turns and a super save by Richard Tays, but the ball on its way out into the hands of Kieran Daly. And Kieran Daly, well, there was only one thing in his head, watching the umpire raising that green flag. That puts the Piarsigh into the lead. 2-2 would be a total of 8 to 7 for St. Senans from the kick out. Ian Ryan. And there for Niall Guiney. Guiney in turn, then it back there for Darren Kavanagh. Kavanagh sending it on here for James Nocton. Nocton twisting and turning. Then sends the pass back there to the half forward Francis O'Riordan. O'Riordan putting the ball in front of John Hanlon. Hanlon. Great ball out here again. Number. Yes! For a goal. Raymond Flaherty. A son of Mick. If you're getting married there, or is there anyone there, he's beautiful limousines and Bentleys, you name it. Well, his son is after chipping in there for a great goal for St. Senans. 1-7 for St. Senans and 2-2 for the Piarsigh. Just 2 points between the sides. We're held up here now at the moment. An injury there to one of the Piarsigh players. .20 of play gone here in the skating. Keane Cody waiting for the whistle there from the referee, but I think the linesman had a word with the referee, and the referee will be coming across here to interview, I'd say, Niall Guiney and Brian Shannon. Communications are working well here in the skating. Yes, I think there's more of a chat he's having with the Piarsigh man than the St. Senans man. But he is explaining to the referee that he had every bit as much to do as what I had. So everything's all stored back again. Donnelly kicking that ball out the middle of the field here, breaking on there into the hands of Guiney. Morris Fitz finding Ian Ryan. Ian Ryan pumping a high ball in here. Up they go for it. John Hanlon. Hanlon. And out there for Francis. Johnny Hanlon back again here. Centre forward, he loses it. Centre back into there is Kevin Nolan. Nolan, he finds his midfielder there, William O'Donoghue. Donoghue finds a man coming up from the back again. Cody, he's kicking it out here for this danger man here, Kieran Daly. This man, when he's on the ball, he's very remind you of James O'Donoghue of Kerry, but Dale Fitzgerald robbing him that time. Referee is going out there. Yes, 45. .45-yard free. The man I think that's walking up there behind it is Aaron Costello. Number 11 on his shot. Here's in a Piarsigh man straight behind him, Norman McAnim. Yes, Francis O'Riordan spots that. Norman picking up Owen Hogan. Hogan. Back for their centre forward. Aaron Costello. And Costello kicking a great point again. It must be said the Piarsigh have got some fantastic scores. One point between the sides. 2-3 for the Piarsigh, 1-7 for Senans. Kevin Fitzgerald. And out here for Dale Fitzgerald. Dale Fitzgerald. And there to James Naughton. Naughton, his shot is blocked down. Sent to half Kevin Nolan. Kevin Nolan finds Daly. Daly is looking at a man running across the field. Picks him out over there. Lays it on here for the midfielder number 8 there, which is Owen Cahill. Francis Reardon powering his way out. Big man taking the tackles and shipping them and then fouled. And we'll have a free. He'll kick it himself. He finds Dale Fitzgerald. Dale Fitzgerald toe to hand. Then nice hand pass on here for Francis O'Riordan. O'Riordan pulled the pile driver out here for Conor Milan. Conor Milan and Brian Cody. Milan is the man that wins it, tearing his way in along the in-line. But the umpire has his arms wide as the ball had crossed the line, said, and the ball has gone wide. Conor Milan, after taking on his man there and getting inside him, but the umpire felt that he had crossed that white line, and we have a kick out from the Piarsigh and Brendan Donnelly. Donnelly shipping it out here to the far over side of the field. Caught by Donoghue. Bursting his way down the field here. Kicking a great ball on here for their full forward. Noel Shannon being chased up there by Owen Sheehy. Shannon, still Shannon, standing him up. Laying a ball out here, number 12 is all on his own, roaring for it. Now he gets it. A small bit too hard on here for their centre forward, number 11. Kick one great point a minute ago, but this ball has gone to the right of the post, off of the foot there of Aaron Costello, and gone wide. The scores, the Piarsigh 2 goals and 3 points. St. Senans 1 goal and 7. Just 1 point between the sides. Richard Hayes Placing the ball for the kick out. Runs up. Kicks it out here to the far over. Up they go. Morris Fitzgerald breaks it down into the hands there of Owen Hogan. Still Hogan busting his way through. Going straight through. Norman coming out to him. Kicks it up for his left leg. And kicks it over the bar. The sides are level. After 25 minutes of play here in the first half. 2-4 from the Piarsigh and 1-7 for St. Senans. Hayes kicking this one way out around the middle of the field. Up they go for it. Ball breaking down into the hands there of the Piarsigh man. He flicks it out over here. Kieran Daly. Still Daly. Dale Fitzgerald shadowing him. But Daly is cutting in here on his left and still cutting in. Jersey being pulled. Referee blows the whistle and we'll have a free in here for the Piarsigh. On the 13-metre line. Number 13, Evan Egan, and number 15, Kieran Daly, causing a lot of problems here for the St. Senans defence. Every time there's a ball in here, there is trouble brewing. Aaron Costello will kick this ball from the ground. Will he have the confidence to go for it himself, or will he kick a shot pass? I don't see anybody running yet. Number 9, William O'Donohue's all on his own here. Yeah, this man has it in his head. I'm kicking this ball over the bar myself. Aaron O'Donohue kicks. Looks good. Gone all the way over the bar, and the Piarsigh go back into the lead for the first time. 2-5 to 1-7. Huge crowd here in the skating for this county intermediate football final. Richard Hayes. Ball breaking down here. Francis O'Riordan winning the ball. Back for Guinea. He finds full back Owen Sheehy. Flicking it over here to the far over side of the field. Wing forward there is Raymond Flaherty. Flaherty sells the dummy on the left in. Finds number 5, Jar Henlon. Back for Flaherty. Flaherty pumping a left-footed kick. Great ball out here. Beautifully held in the air there by their centre forward down. And the referee allowing play to play on there. And the ball coming out there to Pete Hodnett. Hodnett is fouled. Referee blows the whistle. 2 players down injured inside here. The Piarsigh player and a St. Senans player. I can't see who they are or say who they are at the moment. John Handlin, I'd say, is the St. Kieran's player. And probably, I suppose, Alan Finnegan is the Piarsigh player, but they're both receiving attention at the moment. To play again here from a free from the Piarsigh. Peter Hodnett. Don't know who has his hand up around the middle of the field for that ball. Ball is kicked in here. Centre forward there, Aaron Costello. Costello back for Donoghue. Donoghue still twisting and turning. Kicks a great ball out here and again for Evan Egan. Egan turns. Ball fisted across the square here. Go! Morris Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald is fouled and we have a free out there for St. Senans. Another Piarsigh man down in the ground inside here. Andrew Lane kicking the ball out here. Francis Reardon can't hold on to it. Menda gets it.
There will be at least 1 minute of additional time.
Owen Cahill. Still Kelly shipping the ball back there for Peter Hodnett. Hodnett kicking the ball down here. Owen Sheehy's caught wrong footed. The full forward there, Noel Shannon. Still Shannon. Ball down the ground there and penalising the Piarsigh man for holding on to that ball too long. And we have a free out for St. Senans. Andrew Lane finds his goalkeeper, Richard Hayes. Richard Tays, don't know what to do with it. Decides to come out the middle. Still coming on. Where did he finish up? Ball back in here for Andrew Lane. Andrew still busting his way down the field. Still Andrew Lane. What a run. What a run. And intercepted and fouled. And the referee giving Andrew Lane a free in there. A chance for St. Senans to equalise this game in the dying seconds of the first half. 2-5 for the Piarsigh, 1-7 for St. Senans. Yes, the Piarsigh man is back up in his feet. Ian Ryan. Will Ian be happy to kick it over the bar off his own right foot? Well, does someone come shot and look for it and to give it back to him? He's crouched over it. Has a look. Kicks it right footed, kicks it high and kicks it over the bar. And there goes the half-time whistle and the scoreline of the Piarsigh 2 goals and 5. St. Senans 1 goal and 8. Everything set now for the start of the second half. One change in the St. Senans teams. Gone off is John Hanlon and replacing him is Kieran Kavanagh wearing number 18. Johnny Scully checking the time in the watch. Ian Ryan waiting for the breaking ball. He's still waiting for it though. As the man that busts away with it there is Donoghue. Toe to hand, still busting his way through. Then turns to kick it left footed. Stands him up, he still has a chance off his left foot. That shot is good and that shot has gone over the bar. This man, number 9, played a lot of the football here, I think, 2 weekends ago against Fiohan in the semi-final. And indeed, he's coming to the fore here as well this afternoon as Ian Ryan from the kick-out. Soloing down the far down side of the field. Turns and kicks a ball in here to the middle where centre forward there, Darren Kavanagh. Raymond Flaherty shipping the ball out here. First touch of the ball there for a substitute. Kieran Kavanagh, he's fouled and will have a free in for St. Senans. Two 6 for the Piarsigh, a total of 12. 1-8 for St. Senans, a total of 11. This gives Ian Ryan a chance to put the sides level once more. Kicks it right footed, kicks it good and kicks it over the bar. The sides are level.
Number 24, Andrew O'Byrne replaces number 6, Kevin Nolan.
Substitution there in the Piarsigh team. Gone is Kevin Nolan, captain and centre back, and he's replaced by Andrew O'Byrne from the kick out up there right side. Donoghue flicks it on. The ball breaks for Francis O'Riordan. Francis turns and kicks a great ball across the field. Flaherty received a great pass from Kavanagh. Flaherty putting it back here into the hands of Conor Milan. Conor Milan has Flaherty. Can he net the second one? Oh! Gone off of the hands there of the goalkeeper, Brendan Donnelly, at the expense of a 45. A great shot and a great save. But they're only little things. All that matters is when the green flag raises or the white flag raises. Unfortunately, there didn't anyone rise there. But we have a chance. St. Senans, we're from the 45-yard free. Standing over it there, number 13, James Nocton, son of the manager Dave, kicks this one right-footed. It's on its way. It's gone all the way over the bar.
Come on, Piarsaigh.
The side's all square here in Skeeton from that kick out. The ball breaks down there. The centre forward there, Darren Kavanagh, was fouled and we'll have a free in. Ian Ryan kicking that ball out here for Conor Milan. Conor Milan and Cody. I wonder to see any relation of Brian, the manager of Kilkenny. But Conor Milan has this fellow reddened anyway. Busting on for Francis Reardon. Kicks it left-footed and kicks it over the bar. $1.10 for St. Senans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2-6 for the Piarsaigh. 12 points to 13. St. Senans in front. The kick out from Brendan Donnelly. Well out beyond the middle of the field. Donoghue breaks it down. The man that gets it there is Ian Ryan. Ian, fouled. Looks up and puts a quick free in here. Neil Guiney was waiting for it to fall into his hand, but it didn't come to the hand. We have a free for the Piarsaigh. Owen Hogan. Hogan. Still Owen Hogan. Soloing his way down. Chipping it in here. Evan Egan. Looking for options. The man that gets there centre forward. Costello. Costello sweeping it in there to number 15. Kieran Daly, but Kieran's shot has gone to the right of the post and gone wide. Richard Hayes placing that ball in the large parallelogram for the kick out. It's on its way. Trying to pick out a man there, but he picked out number 13 instead. Evan Egan, a brilliant point there for the Piarsaigh. And the sides are level once more, 110 to 2-7. Richard kicking this one long out the far over side of the field. Ball breaking out here. St. Senans are waiting for this ball to happen. They're not going and chasing it up. Number 13 there once more, Evan Egan. Owen Hogan. Hogan kicking this one left-footed, kicking it over the bar. A great point from the right half forward, Owen Hogan. Same member of the Piarsaigh Cullen team there, Shane Dowling, and here shouting on his pals who played the football in his club in the Piarsaigh. Voted for Young Hurler of the Year and picked on the team of the year. And T Studios, Guiney sending the ball back there for the centre half back. Evan Fitzgerald. Referee didn't spot that one there, but there was a clip there. Sideline kick. Raymond Flaherty to take it. Kicking it into the middle here. Great ball for the captain of the team, Damo. He kicks it out here for the full forward, Conor Milan. Conor has a man outside him. He don't see him. He sees Francis O'Riordan, but O'Riordan's shot has gone to the left of the post and gone wide. £14 to 110. Brendan Donnelly shipping this one out here. Up they go for it. Damo breaks it down. Francis Reardon, but the man that gets there is William Donoghue. The ball falls out of Donoghue's hand. It falls out of Francis O'Riordan's hand. The linesman is holding the flag up here. He can make up his decision. He decides it should be a throw-in. And he's calling the referee over now. Yes, he decides to throw the ball in. Two redheads here squaring up to one another. William O'Donoghue and Francis O'Riordan. The man that gets it is the redhead from St. Senans. Ships a pass for Fitz onto the centre forward, Kavanagh. Kavanagh shipping it out here. Ball breaking out there into the hands of number 7, Peter Hodnett. Hodnett is playing with it in there. He ships a pass on here for their half forward is Owen Hogan. Still Owen Hogan being chased there by Conor Milan. Foul by Conor Milan. Quick free there out to the substitute, Andrew O'Byrne. Oh, Francis Reardon, a great interception. He has a man running outside him. He has Conor Milan inside him. Beautifully read there by Ian Cody. And Cody's setting up another Piarsigh attack. Ball sent across the field here. Mark Buckley. And for Donoghue. Donoghue looking up, then decides to kick a pass out here to the far overside. Oh, that's a fantastic score from number 8 there, Owen Cahill. That puts Piarsigh 2 points in front, 2 goals and 9 to 1 goal and 10. As they say, game on. From the kick out, Flaherty on for Andrew Lane. Andrew Lane busting his way down the field. Being chased there by the Piarsigh man, but still Andrew turns and kicks it right footed. Man in the square, fisted over the bar by Conor Milan. And the sides are level. 1 goal and 12 points for St. Senans, 2 goals and 9 for the Piarsigh. Donnelly kicking this one out around the middle of the field. Up there, go for it. Donoghue breaks it down. The ball, that dirty ball is there, but Donoghue is the man that runs on and picks it up. Ships a heavy tackle. Foul by Maurice Fitzgerald. And we have a free in from the Piarsigh. Brian Shannon. William O'Donoghue receiving some attention there. A sup of the magic bottle. Back up on his feet again. Costello, number 11, the man to take this free. Will he pick a man shot? Will he pump it into the square? Oh, wait and see. He's looking up. He don't know what to do with it. He turns and kicks this ball out here to the far over side of the field. Ball gone out over the line, and we have a sideline kick for the Piarsigh. Costello to kick this one. Runners running for the ball, he's not getting it, he goes for one himself. By God, he made a good job of it anyway. Kicked it out into the next field, about 30 metres to the right of the post, and gone harmlessly wide. The score still remain, St. Senans 1-12, the Piarsigh 2-9. "12 minutes of play gone here in the second half in the skating. Raymond Flaherty. Ball gone out over the line, and we have a sideline kick there from the Piarsigh. Leaving the ball there for number 12, Owen Hogan. As the fella said, he's no danger out there on the sideline where he is, but I can tell you, he's a queer detail when he's inside around that half-hour line after kicking that ball. The man that gets it is Donoghue. Big, strong, powerful man, busting his way through. Drops it. And St. Senans sit up and attack again. Kavanagh. Switching the ball out here. Raymond Flaherty. Ian Ryan pumping it down here. Kieran Kavanagh. Kavanagh's inside his man. Here he comes. Conor Milan turns and kicks it left-footed. But kicks it to the left of the post and gone wide. Conor wasn't looking up as number 13. Nocton was all in his own there, waiting for that ball to be shipped out to him. It didn't come out to him. Conor Milan went for his own score, but kicked it to the left of the post and kicked it wide. Brendan Donnelly kicking the ball on out here into the halfback, Mark Buckley. The ball going out to the far over side of the field there. He's fouled and we'll have a free. Owen Hogan kicking this ball out here to the far over side of the field. But Dale Fitzgerald is the man that gets it. Shows too much of it there to the Piarsigh people, but the ball breaking out there for the cornerback, Alan Finnegan. Finnegan shipping it on here again for Owen Hogan. Owen toe to hand, then hops it. Toe to hand again, takes on. Pumping a great ball in here. Owen Sheehy is the man that gets that one. Flicks it back there, Evan Fitzgerald. Ian Ryan has number 7 outside him here, you don't see him. He gives the ball back to the captain, Maurice Fitzgerald. Maurice Fitzgerald finds the centre forward, Darren Kavanagh. Kavanagh for Fitzgerald. Fouled after he kicked that ball, and we'll have a free from where that ball landed. Free. Ball kicked in here for James Nocton. Great ball. Winning it. Looking up. Two of the Piarsigh men coming to him. No help coming from St. Senans. Drops it, wins it again. Now he finds Raymond Flaherty. Flaherty is recycling that ball back for him. James Nocton. Still Nocton. Turns and kicks it up for his left leg. That's a super point. Super point. St. Senans 1 goal and 13 points, and the Piarsigh 2 goals and 9. 16 playing 15. 15 minutes of play gone and 15 minutes of play left. Who will lift the cup? Will it be Kevin Nolan of the Piarsigh? Will it be Maurice Fitzgerald of St. Senans? From the kick out. Small little bit of fisticuffs out here around the field. And the St. Senans players down there injured. Now we're getting to know one another. Handbag stuff. Darren Kavanagh. Referee there just having a word with St. Senans centre forward Darren Kavanagh and the Piarsigh midfielder William O'Donoghue. Lads, there's a quarter of an hour left now, come on. It's going grand so far and let's finish it out. Brian Shannon, number 10, kicking that ball out here. The man that gets it is Noel Shannon. Noel taking on Owen Sheehy, still taking on Owen Sheehy. Ball spills out of his hand. The referee just waves the hands and waves out a free out. Quick ball out here to number 5. Ger Hanlon. Hanlon soloing his way down onto Francis O'Riordan. O'Riordan, toe to hand. Looks up. Ian Ryan. Ian in a big long stride down the field here, hopping it, toe to hand. Looks up, pumps the ball out here for Conor Milan. Conor Milan is ahead of Cody. Conor Milan back for Flaherty. In for centre forward Kavanagh. Ball out here for the midfielder Ian Ryan. Conor Milan kicking this one off his left leg, but kicking it to the left of the post and kicking it wide. The score still remain 1-13 for St. Senans and 2-9 for the Piarsigh. 16 points to 15. 14 minutes left here in Askeaton. Brendan Donnelly kicking this one out here, ball breaking down there. Substitute there is number 24, Andrew Byrne. Great ball on here for Donohoe. Donohoe, a dangerous man when he's on song. Burns, but he's not on song this time, as that shot has gone very far to the right of the post and gone wide. And the scores remain 1-13 for St. Senans and 2-9 for the Piarsigh. Number 29 has come on the field. A fair giant of a man, Robert Sheehan, replacing full forward Noel Shannon.
Number 29, Robert Sheehan, replaces number 14, Noel Shannon.
He's all in his own over here. He's all for it. Inside for number 13, Evan Egan. Evan kicks that one. A great save by Hayes, turning that ball over the crossbar. Two goals and 10 points from the Piarsigh. 1 goal and 13 points for St. Senans. The sides are level once more. We could have a draw here in the Skeeton. Another day out from the kick out. The man that gets it there, Hogan, busting his way through again. Shipping one tackle, shipping another one. Turns and kicks it right footed. The ball is up there. That big man has gone in after it. He fails to keep it in play. The ball has gone to the right of the post and gone wide. And the scores remain 2-10 to 1-13. 10-11 minutes of play remaining here in Skeeton. A huge crowd here for the County Intermediate Football Final of 2014. And this competition is kindly sponsored by Griffin's coaches. Shannon laying it out here for the wing back, Mark Buckley. Ball shipped across here for Donohoe. Donohoe kicking the ball out here. That big man shipping the ball back there to number 7, Peter Hodnett. Hodnett in turn finds Donohoe once more. Donohoe turns and kicks it across the field here. He finds Brian Shannon. Shannon turns and kicks it off his right foot, not turning in enough, gone to the left of the post and gone wide. The old Jizz has gone out of this game here now a small bit. There was great passages of football there in the first half and in the start of the second half in the first 7 or 8 minutes, but there has a lull come in here now, so whichever team wants it more now will pick it up from here in. Time is running out. Richard Hayes don't know who to give the kick out to. He decides to kick it long and he into the hands there of Brian Shannon. Shannon kicking a great ball out here to the far over side of the field where he finds number 13, Evan Egan. Egan turns and kicks it off his left leg. It's not turning in enough, but that big man is in there. Yes. And that ball is flicked into the back of the net. That ball finished to the net there by number 13, Evan Egan. Richard Hayes with the quick kick out. Morris Fitzgerald fails to hold on to it. St. Senans man fouled there on Sheehan. We'll have a free down. The Piarsigh 3-10, a total of 19. St. Senans 1-13, a total of 16. A goal between the sides. Kavanagh. Referee blows the whistle there. Goes out there to get a message there from, I'm speaking to 2 players over there. Whatever he see him at. Yellow card each there. It's quick free. Nine minutes roughly here left in the Skeeton. Now Piarsigh 3-10, 19, 113, 16. 3 points between the sides. William O'Donoghue wins this one. Chipping in and out here again for number 12, Owen Hogan. Hogan pumping this one down here into the corner forward there. Kieran Daly. Daly turns and off his left. Sends a Gary Owen across, but the big man is there. Number 29, Robert Sheehan. Robert kicking it out here. That ball sent across, but to the left of the post and gone wide. Richard Hayes kicking the ball out here. Dale Fitzgerald. Andrew Lane. Pumping it back here into the centre forward, Darren Kavanagh. He kicks the ball over out here. On here for Guiney. Guiney, toe to hand. Looks back. He finds Morris Fitzgerald. Morris Fitzgerald finds Guiney. Still Guiney, back for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald was fouled. Much to the ninths of the Piarsigh supporters, they felt it was a dive. The referee felt he was fouled, and we have a free in for St. Senans. Referee coming over here again to have a word with the linesman here, Donald Inright.
Okay, I'll just wait here until you move. Okay. Trust me, you will want to move.
He's having a word there with the Piarsigh mentors to keep him back behind the line. Timmy O'Connor directing traffic out there again. A native of West Limerick from Killeedy, now domiciled in the Piarsigh, very involved in the club, present chairman. This free, Ian Ryan. Another Piarsigh man down over the far over side of the field. Playing Dole Warrior now, of course. Leading down, ticking away at the clock. There are 3 points to the good. I see a brother of Mike Milan's walking out there, Donny Milan. Dejected looking, but Donny, there's 5 minutes left yet. You'd never know what would happen. Ian Ryan, a vital score. A vital kick. Kicking it right-footed and kicking it over the bar. Five minutes left here in Skeeton. 2 points between the sides. From the kick out. Ball is fielded there. Guiney. Kavanagh. He kicks the ball out here. James Nocton. Nocton had Francis Reardon running inside him, but he goes it himself and kicks it over the bar. .310 to 115. Brendan Donnelly placing the ball for the kick out. St. Senans are introducing another sub. The man that came out, Jar Henlon, and he has been replaced there by number 19, Anthony Mulvihill. Ball breaking down here. Dale Fitzgerald. Still Conor Milan is the man that wins that. Sends a great ball on here. Still out there. Bunn shipping the ball out here for Donoghue. Donoghue, target man inside. Up they go for, oh, beautifully held in the air. And busting his way out there. Dale Fitzgerald. Ball on here from Morris Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald. He finds Kavanagh. Kavanagh pumps it out here to the far over side of the field. Chased up there by... He drops the ball. The Piarsigh trying to walk this ball out. Burking his way out there, number 2. Dean McLaughlin. McLaughlin kicking it down here. That's one there again. Owen Sheehy. Owen. Andrew Lane. And for Mulvihill. Mulvihill twisting and turning and going nowhere. Penalised for over carrying it. And we have a free down. This kick pumped it in here, number 13. Evan Egan. Evan, will he have a cut? Stands up, sells a dummy. Off the left leg. And puts it over the bar. The Piarsigh 3-11, St. Senans 1-15. 2 points between the sides. I make it 3 minutes left here in Skeeton. Kick out into the hands there of Evan Fitzgerald. Andrew Lane. Owen Sheehy. Fishing the ball on here for Raymond Flaherty. Flaherty taking it back into where the ball was. His jersey was being pulled and dragged. We have a free out. James Naughton beaten off it there by Dean McLaughlin. He's beaten off it. St. Senans, Conor Milan. Back for Naughton. Morris Fitzgerald. Moore ships a ball in here into no man's land. Ball cleared out, stands up then and looks what's happening instead of chasing back and marking men. But it's Donohoe that comes away with it. And here for the fullback, Keane Cody. Cody busting his way down. Still Cody. He fished a pass. Did pass on here to number 15. Daly, he kicks it. But that shot has gone to the right of the post and gone wide.
The Piarsigh substitution, Roland McKenna replaces number 10.
£20 plays 18. I don't know how much time is left in it and what the referee will add on. We've only to wait and see. St. Senans working this ball out here. Andrew Lane, he's fouled. John Scully blowing the whistle there, going in, having a word there with one or two players, telling them, lads, come on, copy yourselves on, 'tis nearly over.
Come on, ref! Come on, ref! Time, ref!
St. Senans now, this is their last attack, but by God, I'll tell you one thing. Kicking that ball out there, out over the line. Sideline kick for the Piarsigh, as good as a score, Tim.
Walk away from Robert! No! Down the fuck!
Kicking that ball in here, the man that gets it there is Cody. Rattling him up there, Donohoe. Donohoe kicking it out here for Bunn. Back to Cody. Back for Bunn once more. The Piarsigh into Joseph fellas now with plenty of pace and plenty of legs. Pete Hodnett. Richard Hayes swings the ball out here. Andrew Lane, he don't hold on to it. Ball spills on here from the Piarsigh. Looking up again, turns and kicks this one into the hands there of Kavanagh. Kavanagh pumps it back here. Pass on here for Conor Milan. And down here for Morris Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald pumping a ball down here. Very near the line. And there goes the final whistle. 3-11 from the Piarsigh. 1-15 for St. Senans. 20 points, plays 18. Your county champions for 2014, the Piarsigh.
North side is blue.
He didn't get the ball. He says this. Let's walk to him and
Say senior football.
All right. Football training in the morning. Great point.
That's the last year to meet him, right? Senior. I got 10. No, 10 off. Next year. Congratulations.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Limerick Football Board, first of all, can I thank and congratulate both teams on serving up what was a lovely game of football here today in Askeaton. I think, the Piarsigh were the winners at the end of the day in a very, very close game when both sides set out from the throw-in to play positive football, and fair play to both of you for serving up that kind of a game. But football was the winner at the end of the day, I believe, for Limerick, and that will be good for the future. I think you played a game today on a pitch that was absolutely impeccable, and the surroundings and the facilities were top class, and I want to pay tribute to the Askeaton Club, to Larry, Mead, and to Francie, Kenny and others, and all the committee who worked so hard to make sure that, this was a fine showpiece for football in West Limerick today, so you might give them a bowl of us, please. Can I also say a sincere word of thanks to all those who officiated here today, to John Scully, our referee, to his linesmen, umpires, the fourth official who stood in at the last minute, John O'Grady, and to all of those guys, because we criticised them, we give out about them, but we must always remember we would have had no game today if we didn't have those people present. So lads, give them a round of applause as well, please. Now, I suppose not too many pundits would have tipped the Piarsaigh to finish the year as intermediate football champions, and to be joining your hurling colleagues next year in the senior ranks is an absolutely fantastic achievement. So, well done to all concerned, and well done to all who helped us and cooperated with us, and all the clubs down through the last few months to make sure that this championship was ran off efficiently and effectively, and that we've reached the final stage today. I was here at the start of the year. I presented my first cup, as a matter of fact. It was a League Cup from last year, and the Piarsaigh took part in that game and looked for a long, long time as if they'd win it. Glen won it on the night, but the Piarsaigh have come back today to collect the cup. But I'm going to break with tradition. I'm not going to present the cup. I'm going to ask a colleague of mine from the football board, a great the Piarsaigh football man, our PRO, who worked very, very hard all the week in preparing for today's game and tomorrow's games, getting the programme in place and looking after the PR side of the house for us. So it gives me great pleasure now to ask my colleague, Brian Kelly, PRO of the football board, to present the cup. And we just spare a thought as well for the team that lost today, St. Senans. They're a terrific football club. I know they'll be back. And can we also spare a thought for John Hanlon and wish John a very, very speedy recovery. So I'll pass you over to Kevin.
Still a small bit dizzy, so I'm going to keep this fairly quick. First of all, I'd like to thank Leonard Motors for the jerseys and sponsorship this year. Everything we've asked for, we've gotten. So a round of applause there for Mick and the lads. Secondly, to our own management team of Pat McHugh, Jerry Shannon and Frank Finnegan. They took on this team when a lot of others didn't want to, and this is just the first step to repaying you, lads. So thanks very much for everything for the whole year. Finally, to St. Senans, lads, if there was nothing between in the end, it was such a tight game. You deserve to be a senior football team as well, and I really do hope you go on and do it next year. Play lovely football, so I'd love to see you go win it next year. 3 cheers for St. Senans. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray!
Just before you let you go, Kevin has just collected the Mass Carrick Memorial Cup, and that cup has been put up by a tremendous football and hurling family in West Limerick, the Carries. You don't know of those. There's one more thing to be done. The Man of the Match Award, which is sponsored by Hanlon Bar, and today's winner is the Piarsigh number 12, Owen Hogan.
Sorry.
Go meet him, I'll give Goliath. Thanks.
Oh no! Yeah, wait. Can you put a photo? Champions! Champions! Ole!
I'm now joined here by Shane Dowling. Shane, you are here today supporting your club. You are the hurler of the Piarsigh. Young hurler of the year coming up, hopefully, and the team of the year in RT Studios there. What do you think of that win today on the football?
Yeah, geez, absolutely delighted. Like, I'd love to be able to play, like, but I just genuinely don't have time. Like, you know what I mean? I've had enough time to do what I'm doing as it is, like, you know. So I wouldn't go into something that I'd only be half involved with. You know, if I want to go into something, I want to give a full commitment. But I'm absolutely delighted for the boys, and Pat McHugh especially, like their manager, he's fantastic guy, fantastic bloke. Really put in a lot of hard work. Like, I'm absolutely delighted for him. It's great.
The first county title coming to the Piarsigh in 2014 intermediate football next Sunday. He will be hoping that she can add another county title with the hurling.
Absolutely, yeah. Look, we're obviously playing Kilmallock, you know what I mean? That's not going to be easy there, but look, we've this one in the bag and we'll worry about the next one next week.
Shane Dowling, thank you very much.
No problem. Cheers, bye.
I'm now joined by a West Limerick man, Timmy O'Connor from Killeedy. Bradford, yeah, well, not too far away, like, yeah. Living in the Piarsigh since 1981. 83, 31 years.
21 years, long time.
Long time of
grey hair and bald and everything since, like, you know.
You saw bad days, you saw good days, you saw great days in the Piarsigh. You were involved at all levels. You even turned your hand and you were manager of that Limerick minor hurling team. Came back, you're the present chairman of the Piarsigh Chair Club. First of all, I want to congratulate you on your great win today. What does that mean to the Piarsigh to be county intermediate football champions?
There's an old fella after passing behind there now, Paddy Dowling. He's Shane Dowling's father. He played senior football with us in the county final in 82. 82 against the Han, you lost. But look, it's brilliant for the club. Like, you know, we put an awful lot of hard work into it. We've unbelievably dedicated people in the club in both football and hurling. Maybe the football hasn't been to the fore as much as it should be, but now they're back up in senior ranks after a long, long time. Believe it or not, during the very early days when the club was formed in '68, we had junior hurling, but we finished up playing a lot of football at that stage. We played a senior final, as I said, against Lahan in 82, I think it was. And we've won under 21 championships, we've won minor football championships, we've won junior county championships. But today, like, probably we were complete outsiders today, but today was really down to excellent football, I think, on our part. Two great teams out there. Senans would probably would have been seen as the hot favourites going into it, having coming down from seeing it 2 years ago. But look, we're up there now. The only dread I have now is we'll have to play possibly Drumbraw for next year in the Senior Football Championship.
And you'll have a awful predicament there, won't you?
Should I looking forward to that? We'll have a bit of crack anyway, and that's what it's all about.
But tell me, what is it like to be a chairman of a most successful club in Limerick like the Piarsigh?
A lot of hard work. And look, it's my 4th year in the chair, and I'm hoping to step down this year and let somebody else take on the mantle now. I've had 4 great years. We've won a lot of championships. We've won 2 senior hurling championships, 2 Munster club championships. Today now is really, today is great for the lads that have kept football going in the club for a long, long time. And they deserve their due credits as well. We had a couple of hurlers out there today. William O'Donoghue, his father comes from Mount Collins, Murty, would have played underage with Limerick way back. And William was really outstanding, I thought, there in the middle of the field today, and he's part of the senior hurling panel as well. But it's great for lads like that, like,
And I suppose, Timmy, you'll be hoping to put back-to-back titles in the hurling and the following weekend.
We will, but look, that's, we'll be probably in the same situation today, going in as hot favourites now next Sunday. But look, every game has to be won. Hopefully we'll go out and do ourselves justice next Sunday, and hopefully we can win that as well. Like, but look, it's all down to hard work, as I said already about the people in the club. This is their day. This is their day in the sun out today. Like, we've great sun. Who thought we'd have sun in the month of October in Eskeaton? And just to say that the facilities here in Eskeaton, absolutely brilliant. We were out here playing senior hurling against Ballingarry. We were very warmly welcomed by the local club here, and they were absolutely very great. Just looked after us big time, and today now they were top class as well. So it's a brilliant pitch, and we're lucky here.
Timmy O'Connor, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks, Jerry.
I'm now joined by the captain of Piarsigh, Kevin Nolan. Kevin, you got a knock midway there through the game. You had to leave the field, but you were well enough to be able to come in and lift that cup to the sounding cheers of the supporters of Piarsigh football.
Yeah, I got a bit of a bang there in the first half, and I thought I'd be okay coming back on the second half. And as I was jogging back onto the field, my vision was going a bit blurry and a bit dizzy. So I thought it was a bit better to let one of the lads come on and do a job, and they did come on and they did a great job. So can't really complain with the lads that came on, and great feeling in the end to lift the cup.
On your way out here today, what was in your head? You were captain of this team. What were you feeling? What were your mind thinking?
Very excited. I knew a lot of others were doubting us, and a lot of others didn't think we were going to put on the performance we did. And even at the start of the match, I think a lot of people thought we were proved right after 5 or 10 minutes. But we knew coming out we were going to be coming away with the cup. And we were very confident coming out, and we delivered it. We delivered in the end.
What does this mean to a bunch of players like you now to be playing senior football next year?
It's everything. That was the aim at the start of the year. It's the aim at the start of every intermediate championship, and it's going to be the aim in the senior championship to go on and perform well again and do ourselves proud. So we do think we can hold our own up there, and can't wait for it. Can't wait for next year already.
Your forwards were brilliant today. The actual speed and the subs that you brought on, everybody seemed to gel and work together.
Yeah, we've huge strength and depth, and like that's something we were talking about. We thought we had a stronger bench from the start, and the lads really delivered. The guys that come on, like just the main thing we say to the guys that come onto the field is to have an impact, and every guy that came on had an impact today. Everyone contributed.
I suppose the cup will be filled, and there'll be a few drinks, and there'll be a bit of a session tomorrow, and you'll be all looking forward to the Piarsigh hurlers going out the following Sunday and lifting another title.
Yeah, the hurlers won't be joining us for the celebrations now, but they've been going to bed early tonight. But the rest of us will be out for a couple of nights, or for a couple of weeks maybe. So.
Kevin Nolan, captain of Piarsigh. Congratulations and well done.
Appreciate it.
I'm now joined by the manager of the Piarsigh County Intermediate Football Champions of 2014, Pat McHugh. Pat, you took on this mantle. What did you know you were letting yourself in for?
I knew we had an honest bunch of guys, and that we were capable of winning something, and we showed it today. We showed great characters, great leaders. 7 of that team that started today are under 21, and only 1 of them are overage next year. So hopefully the future is bright, and we'll get another 1 or 2 back, and hopefully we'll hold it up in senior for a year or 2 and develop then after that.
You had a tough semi-final with Fiona.
We did. We had a tough quarter-final against Fiona and a tough semi-final against Capamore. but they were games that we were well ahead 5 or 6 points, and we left them back into it, and we showed good character to come back and win both. So it stood to us today. Yeah, you know, we're better off winning it hard than winning it easy because we learned nothing.
Well, you speak of character, definitely a short character today, because there in the first quarter of an hour it was all Senans, and he hit back with a goal. Game, it lifted you.
Yeah, we settled down. We were very, very nervous. Over the year we started very, very well. Didn't happen today, but today we said we were looking for 3 things: honesty, work rate and discipline. And they showed out today, and belief. We said once we believed we could do what we were going to do it. And I knew coming out here today that we were not going to lose.
And I must say, the substitutions he made worked.
Oh yeah, they worked the last day as well, so hopefully they'll keep working.
Right, looking forward to 2015 playing in the Senior Championship up there with the Father Cases and the Drum Broadfords and the Ballylanders.
Oh yeah, well, it's great for Limerick football. There's another senior club in the city, and hopefully St. Pat's will drive it on tomorrow, and there'll be 2 county cups inside in the city for the year. You know, so 2014 isn't over. We're still involved in junior hurling, junior semi-final tomorrow. 5 or 6 of those lads will have to put the celebrations on the backfire for the hour or for the night, and they'll join us at some stage tomorrow. You know? And we have a county hurling final next weekend, and another 5 or 6 they haven't celebrated in about 2 months. Some of those boys, you know. So hopefully, come the end of the year, we'll have a good December.
Pat, thank you very much indeed, and well done. I'm now joined by William O'Donoghue, a West Limerick man. I heard Mount Collins,
originally,
son of Murty O'Donoghue's.
Yeah.
Well done. You had a great game out there today.
Cheers, thanks very much. It was tough going though. I think everyone really put the shoulder to the wheel in the second half, and there were some great performances by fellas up in the forwards, and we were very solid in defence as well.
At the start of the game, you went 5 or 6 points down. Yeah. Next thing, your ball came down the field and a green flag. From there on, you seemed to drive on.
Yeah, we did. I suppose we weren't really. They kind of started very quickly, and we weren't really ready for that kind of a tempo. And once we got the goal, I suppose it kind of settled the nerves, and we started to believe then that we could really drive it on. And I think only for them early goals that settled us, it could have been a different story. But fair play to the lads, they managed to get them.
How will William O'Donoghue feel like playing in Senior Football Championship in 2015 against the likes of the Drum Broadfords and the Ballylanders and Newcastle West and St. Patrick's? Could win tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah, hopefully another city team go on and win it tomorrow, but it'd be tough going. I'd say we'd have to have a tough winter if we're to compete with all those teams, because I suppose it's one thing to win the intermediate, but it's another step up to that kind of grade. But sure, we'll work hard anyway and make a big effort to progress next season.
Great to see West Limerick men anyway getting a medal here today, even that St. Senans were beaten, that a West Limerick men got a medal.
Win overall.
William,
Cheers.
thank you very
Thanks
much.
Cheers.